Good morning, School District 152. I am Alderman Dominique Randle, and it is a pleasure to have the opportunity to read this wonderful book to you entitled Emmanuel's Dreams. It's the true story of Emmanuel Yeboah. In Ghana, West Africa, a baby boy was born. Two bright eyes blinked in the light. Two healthy lungs let off a powerful cry. Two tiny fists opened and closed, but only one strong leg kicked. Most people thought he would be useless, or worse, he would be a curse. His father left, never to return, but his mother had faith. Her name was Comfort, and she named her first child Emmanuel, meaning God is with us. As Emmanuel grew, Mama Comfort told him he could have anything, but he would have to get it for himself. He learned to crawl and hop, to fetch water and climb coconut trees. He even shined shoes to earn money. Most kids with disability couldn't go to school. Still, Emmanuel's mother carried him there until one day she said, "You are too heavy." From then on, Emmanuel hopped to school and back, 2 miles each way on one leg by himself. At first, nobody would play with him, so Emmanuel saved his money and bought something none of the other classmates had: a brand new soccer ball. Of course, he would share it if he could play too. Lunging and spinning on crutches, his grandmother had found for him, and kicking the ball with his good leg and left foot, Emmanuel earned their respect. His new friends sometimes used their lunch money to rent bikes. Would Emmanuel be able to join them? His friend's good one pushed him fast so he could balance. Over and over again, Emmanuel fell hard, but finally, he rode. Look at Emmanuel. He finally rode after falling over and over again. When Emmanuel was 13, Mama Comfort got very sick. She could no longer sell vegetables at the market, and Emmanuel's sister and brother were too little to work. He would have to support them. Against his mother's wishes, Emmanuel sucked it out and boarded a midnight train to the bustling city of Accra, and 150 miles away alone. He didn't know it then, but it would be 2 years before he saw his family again. Emmanuel arrived full of hope. There were so many people, but no one would hire him. Shopkeepers and restaurant owners told him to go out and beg, like every other disabled people did. Emmanuel refused. Finally, a food stand owner offered him a job and a place to live. When Emmanuel wasn't serving drinks, he kept busy shining shoes. He earned money and sent it home. One morning when Emmanuel went to buy shoe shining supplies, the shopkeeper thought he was there to beg and scolded him, insulted Emmanuel, slammed his money down on the counter. The shopkeeper apologized, but Emmanuel would never forget. When Mama Comfort grew sicker, Emmanuel went home to be with her. From her bed on Christmas Eve, she told her son, "Be respectful. Take care of your family. Don't ever beg. And don't give up." By the next morning, Emmanuel's beloved mother was dead. He was heartbroken, but he knew her last words had been a gift. He would honor them by showing everyone that being disabled does not mean being unable. It was a big dream, but Emmanuel had a plan. Emmanuel had a sharp mind, a bold heart, and one strong leg. At first, no one would help him. They thought his plan to bicycle around Ghana was impossible. Then Emmanuel wrote to the Challenged Athletes Foundation, all the way in San Diego, California. They sent him a bike, plus a helmet, shorts, socks, and gloves. Emmanuel started training for the long ride. He persuaded the king of his region to give him a royal blessing. He went door to door asking for additional support. Finally, he hired a taxi to follow him with drinking water, a camera, and his best friends. Then Emmanuel tied his right leg to the bike's frame, jammed his left foot into a flip-flop attached to the pedal, and he rode. Emmanuel pedaled through the bustling city of Accra. He pedaled through the rainforest, over rolling hills, and across wide, muddy rivers. He pedaled past oldham forests and plantation farms, and through the market city of Kumasi. He pedaled as trucks roared past on the narrow highways, and the wild animals stalked him in his thoughts. He pedaled through the grasslands and into the ancient city of Tamale. He rode up, down, across, and around his country, pedaling wearing the colors of his flag, on a shirt painted with the words, "the Pazu," or the disabled person. Along the way, Emmanuel talked to those with physical challenges and those without, to poor farm workers and wealthy landowners, to religious leaders and government officials and reporters. He wanted everyone to see and his disability, and he wanted everyone to hear his message. The farther Emmanuel rode, the more attention he got. Children cheered. Able-bodied adults ran or rode along with him. People with disability left their homes and came outside, some for the very first time. The young man once thought of as a curse was becoming a national hero. He completed his astonishing journey, pedaling south to the sea and back up to Accra. Nearly 400 miles in just 10 days. But Emmanuel's success goes even further than that. He proved that one leg is enough to do great things, and one person is enough to change the world. In the words of Emmanuel, in this world, we are not perfect, but we can do our best. What an outstanding book. What an even more important message. To all of the students who had the pleasure of following along with me and reading this book with me, I want to encourage you to understand, just as Emmanuel did, that we are not all perfect, but we can still use all of our gifts and our talents, not just for ourselves, but to have an impact on the world that we live in. I believe that all of our gifts and talents that we have are not just for ourselves, but it's for us to share them with the world and encourage others to do the same so that we all can live in a better place. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to read to you, and let me encourage you to continue reading. The more you read, the more you know. Thank you.